What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're going to be talking about Scarlita, aka Scar-YEETA, because, well, she's just one of the most versatile PvP heroes in the game. It's almost like every time we test heroes out, we throw them in a special scenario, and then we eventually come back to, yeah, just putting Scarlita on this team ends up being a better value, and there's a couple reasons for that. One is, especially once you get her to Supreme Plus. Like, Supreme Plus is really strong because, again, at the beginning of battle, it really ties back to this here. When she goes and ascends to the sky, she's going to hover in the air, be invincible, she's going to gain energy, gain attack, all these fun things, and then eventually she smashes down to the ground. What's really cool is while she's in the air, Valkyrie's Spirit will go off. Any target, basically your weakest target on your team that is taking damage, gets a shield equal to 15% of her max HP, and will also get at Supreme Plus that additional percentage right there. So those are really strong abilities here. She also has execution, so once the enemy's hero drops below 50%, she's going to deal extra damage here, and she just has a lot of really good things she can do, including true damage. Now, season ability doesn't play in an arena whatsoever, but her mythic plus definitely does. This part here is just so good because Scarlita's skills can knock the non-boss enemies with HP lower than a certain percentage and HP ratio below 20% on like just completely out of the battlefield. Number one, that actually counters one of the heroes that a lot of people are trying to make use of, Taylene. That also helps against other heroes that revive as well. So we're going to show you guys exactly why I'm using her. I keep like dropping her for someone else, and then I eventually put her back in because she just wins battles. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So we're going to take ourselves to regular arena mode, and we got some people to beat up on, hopefully, and we're just going to see how far we can push it. Now, I'm still using a very much similar team to the way I was running. There is one downside with our Taylene and her Mythic Plus, because the way Pyre of Renewal works is it targets the most furthest ahead hero, which in this case is Scarlita. The carrier deals damage equal to a certain percentage for the amount of time in the front there. Every time the carrier is healed by an amount equal to 500% of their attack, a kindling will be generated. You basically want to get that up to 3 stacks and all that, because then at plus 15, when it reaches the maximum, you can revive. The downside here is she is not going to revive. She's not going to get that because the first 15 seconds of battle anyway, she's up in the air. It just becomes very difficult to get that off. The other downside is if I put someone like Thorin up the front, it doesn't work with him because of the way he already revives. The only way we could consider doing something like this is building a team similar to this right here, where we want to get that kindling onto the tree, because a tree will be coming back over and over. Almost is really good at that, and then we can link up Thorin with her. So again, this is the team I've been really enjoying using to counter some of the Aaron type teams. It doesn't always win. Sometimes it does. It has really good healing. But Scarlita is the one thing that I just keep bringing back, because she's in the air for all that initial burst. So when she comes down, she's ready to go. But as you guys can see, sometimes she gets completely KO'd based on her timing. And you can see the enemy Scarlita do exactly what I was talking about, knocking us completely off of the battlefield. And at this point, we almost took out that Thorn, but this one's probably going to a timeout at this point. This is the one downside with this team sometimes with the Taylene, is if the enemy does have a Scarlita, and again, this is why Scarlita is important to have on your team, this is what happens. Our Taylene is our big burst damage dealing, even though Scarlita is really good at finishing targets. She's not as good weakening the targets off. So you can see here, we just got a timeout on this one. It didn't do much, but you see the enemy Scarlita did exactly what she was there for, to yeet someone off the battlefield. So let's jump into a few more. I'm going to continue running this type of lineup. I just want to see how it works out. This one has an ALSA combo, so we're going to have a lot of big bursts in the beginning, but that's not as big of a deal because so many of our heroes revive or just aren't on the battlefield that an initial burst doesn't do as much as you think it would. And now our Scarlita comes down. Is she going to get her ultimate off? I think no, she went down again. So crowd control being a big issue, but even just that support she's providing to our team, making sure they don't die too fast, absorbing extra hits. Like, what she does isn't always easy to quantify on the end of battle sheet, because a lot of times she's doing things that you just simply don't see happening. Again, there is going to be an enemy Scarlita here. I honestly still think, though, I want to run my squad more like this. I think that's for the best. Again, it really comes down to when that enemy Scarlita gets to hit and if she hits our Tailene, because that would be really, really bad. We don't want Scarlita to be anywhere near our Tailene because it just means danger. And she did stay on the battlefield, which is good. Our Scarlita came down, and oh, did you see that? Did you see that fire off the screen right there? Holy cow. She said goodbye, I think, to the enemy Thorin, just knocking him completely out. And you can see she does have potential to do crazy, crazy amounts of damage. This is why I say, if you're really enjoying PvP, you need to build Scarlita on your account as your second Celestial / Hypogen. It's just such a good pickup. And beyond that, she does have uses in other game modes too, like Dream Realm and of course AFK battle pushing. Our Tailene did stay safe, thank goodness. It's always my worry though that something like that's going to happen. And Scarlita might actually get a lot of heals to revive. Let's see what happens. No, I think we're just going to win before that happens. Yeah. So again, she's coming down at the perfect time after all that initial burn is done with the Aaron combinations. Not always getting crazy amounts of damage, but always being able to get a solid drop down kill on like something a good majority of the time. A good majority of the time. So, holy cow, this team's at 945 that we're facing. Man, I almost want to move. Oh, wait, this isn't my right team anyway. I want to put you up here, you over here. Honestly, I kind of want to put Tailene up here too and run it something like that. Let's see how that turns out. Let's see what happens here. That does protect our tanks a little bit. I don't mind Tailene getting nuked immediately because usually she'll revive an ultimate right away before the enemy Scarlita can yeet her off like you just saw. Oh my god, that was such decimation. Oh, this team is disgusting. Look at all the look at all that purple down there. Filthy Paragon heroes. Us whale gaming here simply with our poor man Supreme Plus heroes, which feels really weird to say. But not having Paragon in PvP is a huge disadvantage. So let me know what you guys think. I figured I'd show you guys some PvP battles, specifically talking about Scarlita and not as much like the Tailene, the Almas, the Damien that we normally do, but really focusing on that Scarlita because a lot of people have been asking for more footage of Scarlita, and I'd figure why not? It's a pretty easy one. I have no clue what that is right there. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. If you guys want to see any highlights of any other heroes, please leave a comment down below. I love reading your guys' comments. The past couple weeks, we've had like 20 to 30 comments on videos, and it's kind of giving me a few ideas of what to actually put like in our videos. So again, just keep them coming. Right now, we're probably going to go through a little bit of a lull in content, so you might not see as many videos, but don't worry, I'm still here making content. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.